Oh.
Winter, a time when nature seems to slow, as snow falls and temperatures drop, a time when some animals are in full hibernation, but for the feral cats, life keeps moving. Winter brings new challenges for feral cats, yet I watch in amazement as they keep calm and carry on. Born onto the streets, the free life is all they have ever known. From the moment they open their eyes, they have learned how to navigate the territory that they have claimed as their own. They have explored the back alleys, the nooks and shortcuts. They have climbed the trees and nuzzled the bushes to leave their scent behind. They have explored up high on garage rooftops and down low in old broken sheds. They have found all the holes in all the fences where they squeeze through just right. And on that adventure, they have discovered the places where they can rest their head at night. When they wake in the morning, they know the shortcut that leads to the magical place where the sun hits just right, and they bask to warm themselves after a cold, frigid night. As free and independent as feral cats are, they are always grateful for our help. They can survive on their own, but it will be a tough life. With our help, they can thrive. When I first met a feral cat, my instinct was to attempt to gain their trust. I did that the best way I know how, with food. At first they would run from me, but they would watch me from a distance with interest. Then after I left, they would slink over to the food and feast on what was probably the best meal they had tasted in a while. I would watch them from a distance and just feel so happy to see them fill their bellies with a good meal. Over time, I gained their trust and they would no longer run away. And before I knew it, they were actually running towards me. Now, of course, you can't just feed feral cats. You also have to be sure to spay, neuter, and vaccinate them to prevent any kittens being born into the same life onto the streets. And it also prevents the spread of disease. So I did just that. I worked with local cat rescue groups to do what is called trap, neuter, return. The cats were humanely trapped and then taken to be fixed, vaccinated, and ear-tipped at my local Animal Protective League. The Trap Neuter Return Program, or TNR for short, was done for only $10 per cat. I am so grateful for such a wonderful program and for the local cat groups that work so hard to find and fix all of the feral kitties in need. So everything went smoothly with the TNR, and the ferals were released back into their territory. It is super important to always release them back exactly where they were trapped. Cats are very territorial, and if a cat is released in another cat's territory, it can lead to fights and injuries, which can be extremely traumatic for them. I wanted to be sure that my ferals were comfortable in their territory, so we built them several different types of shelters where they can cuddle together to stay warm and cozy after their daily adventures. It really warmed my heart when I first saw them using their shelters, and it really still does to this day. So if you see a kitty in need, just consider helping them. If they are friendly, like a stray cat, maybe try and find where they may be lost from, or help find them a home. And if they're feral, the Trap, Neuter, Return program is something to really consider. You could contact a local cat group for help, and also work on taming them as much as possible in hopes that one day they will want to come inside. Caring for these feral cats is such a joyful and rewarding experience. It's a lesson in love, compassion, and empathy. The connection and bond we have built is amazing. Helping them has brought so much joy into my life, and I'm happy to say I think I brought joy into their lives too.